Hello, my name is Thane and I like to experiment with AI art. This video's topic will be the -- chaos setting and what happens to very simple prompts when it is set to the maximum value of 100. The chaos setting is supposed to give Midjourney more freedom over what to generate, and it may deviate from your prompt a lot. I will be going over all the styles currently available in Midjourney, so it's going to be a long one. To make it slightly less boring, let's play a game to see how likely you are to get images depicting what you asked for. Let's see what happens. Abstract. First, let's look at the default style, which is 4B currently. Nothing too crazy here. You have a 100% chance of getting what you prompted for. 4A style is much more affected by chaos. I wouldn't call these abstract. You have a 50% chance of getting something that could be considered as abstract. Subjectively. For the cursed style, I also added the -- stylize 1000, because the default stylize looks terrible. But the results look like the prompt has gone completely out of the window and there really isn't anything reminiscent of abstract here. 0% chance of abstract images. And here is the niji journey style with -- niji. The chaos setting seems to be adding some other styles as well in addition to the anime style. Here in fact there seem to be only 2 images that could straight up be in the anime style. Likelihood of getting abstract with your prompt is 58%. Angel. Style 4B concentrates mostly on faces. Images look mostly like paintings. With the exception of these 2 that also have really weird wings. Nothing crazy going on and no deviations from the prompt really. 100% chance of getting angels with this style. Style 4A goes really off. I mean there's only 1 angel and that's it. And otherwise we get some girls/women, a diamond ring with angel wings and 2 angelic kitchens. 8% of getting angels with this prompt. Cursed style does seem to have a lot more angels. I wouldn't upscale any of these images. There is a 75% of creating angels with this prompt. Now here are some really nice looking angels or angel wings. Far cry from the face portraits and actually some quite epic shots like these. So with this prompt there is a 100% chance of getting angel images or at least very angelic looking wings. Animal. Style 4B is still sticking with what was requested. The wolf ones look too weird. I guess there is a lot more variety in the types of animals. 100% chance of getting animals with this style. Style 4A tends to go off and do its own thing sometimes. There's lots of tigers. Square aspect ratio hardly stays on topic. I guess this is the only image with something remotely looking like an animal. These 2 are quite cute. 67% chance of getting animals or animal-adjacent creatures with this style. Cursed style seems to be staying on topic a little bit more. Only 1 image doesn't have any animals in it. Most of the landscape images are really weird if you look at them closely. A baby elephant staring at a baby and a leopard on a public outing. 92% chance of getting animals with this prompt. Niji style deviates from the prompt again a little bit. These 3 don't have anything to do with animals. And I'm kind of in the middle about these 3 being animals. They could be considered as animals in the anime world probably. So the likelihood of generating animals with this prompt is 75%. Architecture. In the 4B style, the architecture seems to be sticking to the prompt quite well again. But the chaos seems to generate images of some interior views or some unusual angles. Chance of getting architectural images with this prompt is 100%. 4A style mostly generates some kind of architecture. We have 3 kitchen views, could be considered as interior design, but it's architecture adjacent. This image is the only one that doesn't actually have some type of architecture in the image. So 92% chance of generating something related to architecture. It looks like the chaos setting doesn't really affect the cursed style that much. Yes, There's different looking architecture compared to the usual, but nothing too crazy. 100% chance of getting architecture-related images. Niji style seems to get a lot more variety in the look of the images compared to the usual. This image is kind of questionable, but I envision it as looking up a very tall skyscraper with a very high atrium or some kind of a tunnel. So let's consider it as architecture, and we have a 100% of getting architecture-related images. Cartoon. In the 4B style it looks like we get cartoony images in all the images. I would have expected a little more variety in here, and it's surprising that I recognize most of these images being stylistically similar to the default prompt. But 100% of getting cartoon-like images with this prompt. 4A style is more difficult to judge. There's a few photorealistic images here and others that don't look very much like cartoons to me. They're like artistically drawn but not exactly what I would consider a cartoon. So that leaves us with the chance of 42% to generate cartoon-like images. The cursed style doesn't look very pretty with this prompt. I would maybe only upscale these two images. The chance of cartoon-like images with this prompt is 83%. From a style that should generate mostly cartoon or anime-like images, there's surprisingly many images that I would not consider as cartoons. These, for example, in my subjective opinion. But definite chance of cartoon, or in this case anime-looking images, is 50%. Darkness. This prompt is overall a lot more difficult to judge, because the definition of darkness can vary from person to person. But the 4B style, in my opinion, embodies completely what I would consider as darkness. So 100% of generating what you asked for. 4A style goes completely off from the prompt with a chaos value this high. Majority of the images do not look like the prompt at all. I mean, how does it get this from darkness? Chance of getting what you requested is 17%. The cursed style doesn't go that crazy, but still there are not that many images that I would consider fitting what I would expect from the prompt. These three look the most like darkness to me. This one in particular is very sinister looking. So 25% chance of darkness. And the niji style is mostly on target in my opinion. There's some really cool images here. I really like the samurais with the moon in the background. And this is so photorealistic it's crazy. So basically I do not consider these two as darkness. All the monsters and other stuff fits the description better. So 83% chance of darkness. Flower. It's strange how the chaos setting does not alter the images that much in different aspect ratios for this 4B style. I mean these three and these three are basically the same flower just from different angles. Nothing really crazy going on here, and 100% chance of flowers. 4A style brings in some really realistic looking flowers. And then some completely unrelated stuff as well. A cute hedgehog is not a flower in my opinion. So I would say there is a 50% chance of flowers with this prompt. The cursed style brings in many flowers that don't look that realistic and may be made from some odd materials. Definitely different than the other styles brought. But it stays on topic quite well with only one exception and 92% chance of flowers. And I think niji style has the most photorealistic looking flowers. Only two images that look like the anime style, and the rest actually look like actual real flowers. I have heard that niji does photorealism really well, and this here is proof. 100% chance of flowers. Heart. 4B style stays on topic quite well again. Nice variety in colors with the maximum chaos. And there's even some heart symbols in the mix as well, in addition to actual heart shapes. 100% chance of hearts. And as is becoming obvious already, 4A style tends to go really off topic with the chaos setting. It's really creative though. I mean, a heart-shaped diamond ring and a heart-shaped salad bowl are really something else, but still fit the topic. Overall 50% chance of hearts. The cursed style has some creativity too, and it tends to favor the heart symbol more. But there is a 100% chance of getting hearts even though some of the pictures don't look that great. Niji style also seems to prefer the heart symbol more than the actual heart shape. Very shiny and so much color here. This one is a bit questionable, but I'll still consider it on topic, because the heart symbol is just cut off from the bottom, but it's almost there. So 100% chance of hearts. Landscape. Landscapes in 4B style get a bit more variety with chaos. There's even one image with no mountains on it. There's a lot more fog in this images and different colors, they even remind me more of the 4.0 update style. 100% chance of landscapes though. And as usual, 4A goes crazy. A lot variety here, but most of the images don't look that great. This one is probably the only one I would upscale. These don't really look like landscapes to me. So despite the weird images, 67% chance of landscapes. The cursed style is mostly nature themed. Some of the images look like they would come from the prompt tree. I will exclude these three even though they're really creative, but I would not exactly call them landscapes. So with that in mind, 75% chance of landscapes. Niji has some really beautiful images here. I really like the night sky reflection images. And the fantastical mythical worlds in these images. I guess I would consider these two more as cityscapes. So the chance to create landscapes is 75%. Planet. So add some chaos and you get actual planet-looking planets with even the 4B prompt instead of spheres with landscapes inside them. I will exclude only this one, the rest look like planets to me. So 92% chance of planets. So with 4A it's really difficult to decide. These three images definitely are of planets. Technically all images are of planets, just on a really small scale, but let's just agree that it's not enough to consider them images of planets. So in that case 25% chance of planets that look obviously like planets. Or marbles. Cursed style has some nice images too, some of them do really go off topic. But I would consider these on topic. So 58% chance of planets. And Niji style seems to stay on topic quite well too. Only these two don't really fit the description. So 83% chance of planets. Robot. Very cute robots. This one looks angry though. And these three look not that cute, more spooky. But there is a 100% likelihood of robots with this prompt. And strangely enough the 4A style seems to be staying on topic this time. Some of the images are kind of weird, but there's lots of variety. I probably wouldn't upscale any of these images. But there is a 100% chance of robots. Compared to the no chaos version of the cursed style, I think these robots look a lot cuter. I would not consider these as robots and these three are just some random text. So surprisingly only 58% chance of robots. Niji seems to be producing a mixture of cute robots and battle robots. This tank is definitely not a robot in my opinion. But otherwise, pretty on topic. 92% chance of robots. Sphere. So for spheres in the 4B style the chaos setting brings in a lot more variety and different kinds of colors. I would judge this again with 100% likelihood of creating what you asked for. 4A style goes really off topic with spheres. There's some cool images here actually. But out of these I think these ones are somewhat on topic. So 50% chance of spheres. I don't think this tiny one counts. The cursed style too has some nice images and some complete garbage images too. In my opinion there is a 67% chance of spheres with this style. Niji style again brings in a few very photorealistic images. And there's a lot of blue spheres. I guess this could technically be a sphere although there's only half a sphere here. So I would give it a 92% chance of spheres. Tree. So maximum chaos seems to be making the trees significantly greener than they usually look. The quality is not super great with some of them, but I would estimate there's 100% all trees here. 4A style images are mostly not that great in my opinion with this prompt. I would not upscale any of these. There isn't any trees on basically 2 of the images, but otherwise a solid 83% chance of trees. The cursed style also tends to like trees. I noticed that already with the landscape prompt that also depicted trees in every image. There's some nice looking images here, I would upscale a few of them. The quality is not at all that bad, could be better. But 100% trees again. And niji style also manages to stay on topic quite well. I like a few of these images. This one is like a villain in a video game, an enormous tree monster that has come to life. It could be framed better, but it's so ominous. 100% chance of trees. Waterfall. For style 4B there's some nice waterfalls on all of the image. I do really like a couple of them, but the rest are kind of ordinary and nothing really special in my opinion. There is a 100% chance of waterfalls. And like so many times before, 4A style generates some weird stuff. Okay, so if you look closely, only 3 images do not have a waterfall, so it's pretty good. 75% chance. And the cursed style gets some unpredictable results with a lot of chaos. I guess this girl is posing in front of a waterfall, so let's count that as a waterfall image as well. Otherwise the chance is 67%. Niji style tends to generate some more colorful images, at least compared to 4B and cursed style. Some images are in anime style and some look quite photorealistic. But all 100% waterfalls here. Woman. And the last prompt is woman. Again 4B seems to stick to the same kind of images across different aspect ratios, with these two being somewhat different from the bunch. And first time there's variety in the ages as well. I don't remember Midjourney voluntarily generating old ladies if not specifically requested, it's mostly all younger women. 100% chance though. 4A is also pretty on topic this time too. Okay, this girl is a bit on the young side to be considered a woman, so let's skip that. And I don't know if I should be offended by this kitchen image here, but I guess it's kind of a big meme on the internet. And these look quite girly drinks, so I get why these could appear here. Overall 75% chance of women. Cursed style tends to stick with the topic quite well. Only this weird image is off topic. Otherwise 92% chance of women in the images. But I don't think they look that great, I wouldn't upscale any of these. And finally the niji style here mostly stays on topic. A colorful variety of images, some quite artistic in their look in addition to the anime style. So I guess I don't consider only this image as a woman because there's clearly a man standing there. These two could be questionable, but I do see a woman's face on them. So 92% chance in my opinion. Results. So over the course of this video we tracked how well the different styles and different prompts stayed on topic when setting the chaos to maximum value of 100. It is supposed to give more variety, but it has a chance of drifting off from the prompt and doing something completely different than what you asked for. But we have proved that across all the styles Midjourney stays on topic 79% of the time. That's quite good, I was expecting more drift. In the span of the styles themselves, 4B style is the clear winner. It strayed from the prompt only one time, so it was on topic 99% of the time with maxed out chaos. The second best was Midjourney with 87%. The third was cursed style with 72%. And 4A style was in the last place with being on topic only 58% of the time. I guess that was pretty evident that it tended to go off and do something completely off topic quite a lot. So the number one prompt that stayed on topic with basically all the different styles was architecture with 98%. A close second was tree with 96%, and the third one was woman with 90%. In the last positions we find abstract and darkness, both with 56%. I guess that's to be expected, because they are so subjective concepts that they may be harder to define than the ones that were more on topic. So that was it. I hope you found this information useful in your prompting. Let me know in the comments below if you disagreed with some of my subjective observations. I probably will not use the chaos setting in my day-to-day prompting, but it's interesting to know how it behaves. Have a wonderful day and let's continue prompting.